They had it all: the voice, the looks, the charm. A rising star who seemed destined to define a generation. But in just 24 hours, their world collapsed. Fame, fortune, fans gone. Erased by a single scandal, magnified by the merciless storm we call cancel culture. This is the story of Adrian Chase, the pop star who climbed to the top of Hollywood's golden ladder, only to be knocked off faster than anyone thought possible. Welcome to Dark Hollywood Stories, where we uncover the secrets the spotlight tries to hide. In today's episode, we follow the meteoric rise and tragic downfall of Adrian Chase, a singer whose voice captured millions, but whose career was shattered by the ruthless power of cancel culture. Stay with me, because this is more than just a celebrity scandal. This is a chilling reminder of how fragile fame really is. Adrian Chase was born far from the flashing lights of Los Angeles, in a quiet town in the Midwest. The kind of place where dreams of stardom felt like fantasies reserved for glossy magazine covers and distant TV screens. But even as a child, Adrian stood out. At just 6 years old, he was already singing solos in the school choir, his voice carrying through crowded auditoriums. Teachers whispered, "This boy is different." At home, his mother recorded him with a cheap camcorder as he sang along to pop songs on the radio. His father, though skeptical, admitted there was something magnetic about the boy's presence. By 14, Adrian had discovered YouTube. With nothing more than a borrowed laptop and a secondhand microphone, he began uploading covers, shaky videos filmed in his bedroom, posters of idols like Michael Jackson and Justin Timberlake taped to the walls behind him. The videos were raw, unpolished, but they resonated. Views grew from hundreds to thousands, then tens of thousands, then millions. Commenters begged for more. Teenagers from across the world declared Adrian's voice gave them chills. One of those viewers was Victor Hayes, a Los Angeles talent scout who specialized in spotting viral sensations. He forwarded the videos to Claudia Reynolds, a record label executive always hungry for the next big star. And just like that, Adrian's life changed. At 16, he was flown to Los Angeles. The city felt alien: skyscrapers, palm trees, the endless buzz of ambition. But Adrian had only one thought: this is my shot. The first contract was everything he had dreamed of and everything he didn't yet understand. Studio time, producers, stylists, handlers, and a marketing budget worth millions. But hidden within the pages of fine print were chains. Creative control handed over to the label, ownership of his image, and a schedule designed to push him to the edge. But Adrian didn't care. He signed, and soon, his debut single, Fire in the Sky, hit the airwaves. The song was everywhere: streaming charts, radio, TikTok trends. Adrian Chase became a household name almost overnight. By 17, he was headlining tours. By 18, his face was plastered across magazine covers. His Instagram soared past 10 million followers. Fans called him the voice of a generation. Record executives called him a goldmine. And through it all, Adrian's best friend, Maya Lopez, who had grown up with him back in their hometown, remained his anchor. She often warned him about Hollywood's dark side, about the way fame could twist even the kindest souls. But Adrian was blinded by the spotlight. For a brief, shining moment, life was perfect. Yet in Hollywood, perfection is the most fragile illusion of all. And with every rise comes a fall. Because behind the flashing cameras, screaming fans, shadows were already forming. At the height of his fame, Adrian was untouchable. Sold-out stadiums, millions of followers hanging on every word. But Hollywood has a rule: the higher you rise, the sharper the knives waiting for your fall. It started small. During a late-night talk show appearance, Adrian made a careless joke, a comment off the cuff, meant to be funny. The audience laughed. The host smiled. But online, the clip spread like wildfire. Out of context, the joke seemed offensive. By morning, hashtags questioning Adrian's character began trending. Hashtag "Is this your idol?" surged across Twitter. Victor, his manager, reassured him, "Don't worry, it'll blow over." But the internet doesn't forget. The clip resurfaced again and again, gaining traction. Then came the video, leaked footage from a backstage party. Grainy, shaky, recorded on a phone. Adrian, surrounded by friends, could be heard saying something controversial. The words weren't clear, the context missing, but none of that mattered. The internet had its evidence. Within hours, Adrian was cancelled. Sponsors dropped him. Endorsement worth millions évaporated au verdict. His upcoming award show performance? Cancelled. His scheduled magazine cover? Pulled. Even worse, people he once called friends began turning on him. Collaborators deleted photos with him. Fellow celebrities unfollowed him. Public statements poured in. I am deeply disappointed. I do not condone this behavior. It was as if the entire industry had been waiting for this moment. His record label, led by Claudia Reynolds, issued a cold, calculated press release. Effective immediately, Adrian Chase's project with our company are on hold pending review. But in Hollywood, pending review is just another way of saying you're finished. Adrian tried to fight back. He posted a tearful apology video on Instagram. His voice cracked, his hands trembled. I am sorry. I've learned. Please give me another chance. But apologies are blood in the water. The mob only grew louder. Comment sections overflowed with rage. Fan accounts that once worshipped him now demanded his silence. Petitions called for his music to be removed from streaming platforms. The headlines told the story bluntly. From idol to outcast, Hollywood's canceled darling. Adrian Chase, the fall of a pop star. For weeks, Adrian hid inside his mansion. Curtains drawn, lights off. Paparazzi swarmed outside, waiting for a photo of the fallen star. Inside, Adrian spiraled. He barely ate, barely slept. Maya visited often, begging him not to give up. Adrian, this doesn't have to be the end. People move on. You can come back from this. But Adrian shook his head. No, Maya. They don't forgive. They don't forget. And he wasn't wrong. In Hollywood, loyalty lasts only as long as your last hit. Cancel culture doesn't wait for the truth. It doesn't wait for apologies. It only feeds on outrage. And Adrian Chase had become its perfect victim. Months passed. The world moved on. A new star rose. A new scandal trended. Adrian Chase's name faded from headlines. He tried to release new music quietly, uploading songs on streaming platforms under his own label. But the numbers were a fraction of what they once were. Comments still mocked him, dredging up the past. In Hollywood, redemption is rare. Second chances aren't given freely. They're bought, manufactured, or staged. And for Adrian, the machine that built him no longer cared to rebuild. The cruel truth is this: fame is fragile. It isn't built on love or loyalty. It's built on attention. And the moment attention shifts, so does everything else. Cancel culture reminds us of one chilling fact. In the age of the internet, no one is untouchable. One mistake, real or fabricated, can erase an entire legacy. But maybe the darkest part isn't the downfall itself. It's the way society celebrates it. The way millions cheered louder for Adrian's destruction than they ever did for his success. Because this isn't just Adrian Chase's story. It's Hollywood's story. A machine that devours its stars, only to replace them with the next bright face, waiting for their own turn in the fire. Music swells, then cuts to silence. So, was Adrian's punishment justice, or just entertainment disguised as justice? That's for you to decide. If you were captivated by this story, don't miss the next chapter of Dark Hollywood Stories. Because while Adrian Chase was canceled overnight, another young star was destroyed by something far darker. In our next episode, we uncover the haunting tale of a child actor whose rise to fame came at a cost no one could see until it was too late. Click the link below to continue your journey into the shadows of Hollywood. And remember, in this town, the spotlight is never as bright as it seems.